this is circumstances. COVID just put us under these circumstances, and a lot of guys around the league are under protocol. So it's something we knew coming into the season that may happen. So I wasn't too upset about it. I'm glad I'm back playing though.
Kyrie Irving, but since you're so close with him, could you shed any light on like how he's doing? I know he's out for personal reasons, but is he all right?
I won't speak on Kyrie. I'll let him do that for himself. So I'm sure you guys will see him soon whenever he comes back, and we support him 100% and pray for the best.
Nets World, it's your boy AJ back again. It's Nets News, #we go hard. Make sure if you're new, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification so you don't miss a video. We back, baby. It's Nets World. Y'all know what it is. Brooklyn Nets forever. So now I got a lot of DMs, and I want to talk about the Thunder game. And a lot of people were blaming me. Well, not blaming, but like they're like, "Why did you blame the loss mostly on Steve Nash?" And I want you guys to realize, like, if you watched that game, you would know what I was talking about. Like, you can't tell me that we need Kyrie or it's the players' fault. Yes, the players are responsible for their bad play, but it's like we didn't need Kyrie to win that game. You know what I mean? I just saw the Nets punch the Utah Jazz and the Sixers by 20 plus. So you can't tell me we didn't have enough to beat the Thunder. We punched the Utah Jazz by 30. Come on, y'all. With Kyrie, Bruce Brown, Torian Prince, Jeff Green, Jared Allen. Like, Steve Nash saw that mixing a superstar with the all-defense lineup gives us an advantage. And Coach saw that. I know he saw that. So am I bugging, or are the Thunder a better team than the Utah Jazz? Like, come on, Steve. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, a lot of people are like, oh, the Thunder, give them credit. Like, they didn't even play that well. You know what I mean? I'll give them credit. They hit their shots late in the games, but they didn't even play that well. So it's like, I'm confused just why Steve Nash changed the whole flow and the chemistry and the starting lineup like that. Like, he messed up the rotations. That's why I blamed most of the loss on him, because chemistry is something in basketball. Is like, when you have momentum and chemistry, it's good to like keep that going, you know. And I get he's a new coach, it's early, but you've had enough time to know what works and what doesn't work by now. It's like Steve woke up and was like, let me start Landry. You know what? I'm gonna have Landry Shamet run our bench unit. Like, that'll be a good idea. Let me just scratch everything that we've been planning, and let me just put Landry Shamet to run our second unit. Like, come on, Steve. But let me stop ranting and let's get into the Nuggets, y'all. So we play the Nuggets tomorrow, and let's run up the depth chart. So the Nuggets start Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Michael Porter Jr., and he's out for a while because of injury. So they start Will Barton, Paul Millsap, and Nikola Jokic. Now the keys off the bench are PJ Dozier, JaMychal Green, Monte Morris, and Bol Bol. Now, the Nuggets, to me, had a better overall team last year. They lost a ton of depth with Jeremy Grant and some other good players in the offseason. And they're struggling kind of right now, but, you know, it's early. It's like us. We're struggling, but it's early. They're 5-5. They're 10th in the West. Now, the Nuggets are 5th in scoring, and they're very a good offensively gifted team. They're 6th in the point. They're 6th in the NBA with points in the paint. They're 18th in three-pointers made and 13th in three-point percentage. Now, the reason why the Nuggets tend to struggle is because they're a very bad defensive team. They rank 24th in defensive efficiency. They can score with the best of them, but they can't guard nobody, really. You know what I mean? Like, they lost a lot of defense with Torrey Craig and Jeremy Grant. Those were their best defenders. Like, they lost a lot of that with that in the offseason. Now, Gary Harris is probably their only good defender and really like their all defense guy, but they really have no rim protector because Jokic is not a rim protector. Jokic can barely jump up over a piece of paper, so he's not a rim protector. Now, Bol Bol is a good one, but they rarely play Bol Bol, so they should give him more minutes, but they rarely play Bol Bol. So again, they're a very bad defensive team. Now, as far as the X factors, we have to stop Will Barton. He is a very crafty scorer. You can't let him get hot. Gary Harris is a good three-point shooter, but we can't let him get hot either. PJ Dozier, Monte Morris are really good young bench players. Their bench is very young and very talented. They will come in and they can drop 20 off the bench. And JaMychal Green is a very good three-pointer 3-point shooter. So we gotta watch out for him. So Steve Nash, you can't mess around this game, Steve. Our bench has to have some scoring. No more Landry Shamet running our second unit, because this bench can kill our bench if we don't be careful. We'll be down by 30. Like, our starters can go out and their bench can come in and we can be down by 30 like that in a blink of an eye, because this bench is really talented. They're also tested because, you know, you guys saw in the playoffs last year how they played against the Clippers, Utah. You saw they're tested, so they're a very good bench, you know what I mean? So we all know their offense is ran through Nikola, Jokic, Joker, and Jamal Murray. Now, I'm going to start with Jamal Murray to me, all right? Because Jamal Murray is one of the most underrated top point guards in the league. He is so good, y'all. He should be a consistent all-star, but the guards in the West are so deep, so he doesn't really shine as much as he should. But he is very good, y'all. And Jamal is super clutch. We all watch how he took over games in the playoffs and what he did in the playoffs. Like, he's very clutch. He's that type of person where it's like 3 seconds left, I want the ball. Give me the ball. I'm taking that shot. And he will make that shot 8 times out of 10. He will make that shot. So Jamal Murray averages about 21 points per game. He's shooting 40% from 3. Jamal's more of a scoring guard. He will set things up, but he's mostly going to look to score because Joker is so gifted at passing. He's like a giant point guard. So Jamal is one of those smooth guards like in the NBA. He's very crafty in the pick and roll. Now the Nuggets run a very high pick and roll because they want to give Jamal space to use his elusiveness and quickness to go by his man. And Jamal is so good at that because he's great at changing speeds. If you guys watch Jamal play, off that pick and roll, he is so good with his hezzy. Like, he throws people off with his timing and the defender's momentum. When he comes off the screen, he'll change speed, boom, and then he'll go to the basket and get to the rack. And you can't go under that screen because Jamal's a very good 3-point shooter. So he will stop and pull up a 3, and he loves splitting screens. Like, he does that a lot. So watch out for him splitting that screen real quick. When he changes speed after that pick and roll, he changes speed and he'll split it and take it right to the basket. Like, he's athletic enough, he will flush it on you too because he's got bounce, y'all. He's bouncy. So again, Murray is very clutch. So we just gotta, you know what I mean? We don't have to double him. We just need, I think Bruce Brown would be the perfect guy to match up with Jamal. Like, Bruce can focus in on him, like, because you know how Bruce is that all defense guy. Like, we don't got to worry about Bruce scoring. Bruce's job tomorrow should be just lock down Jamal, follow him around, get in his airspace, maybe getting, you know what I mean? Just be a pest, be one of those pests, It's like, that's all Bruce Brown's focus should be tomorrow if Steve Nash, by the grace of God, starts him, you know what I mean? But Bruce Brown would be the perfect defender because he's like all defense lock-in guy for Jamal Murray. Now to the Joker, Nikola Jokic. What can you say about him? He is the second best center in the league in my eyes. Like, with his stat line right now, and if the Nuggets have a good season, he could honestly be the MVP. Like, he can be in the MVP race. Like, he's averaging 23 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 60% from the field and 40% from 3. Like, those numbers are amazing. Now, the reason Joker is the second best center in the league is because he's a terrible defender, y'all. And just my eyes, this is my opinion. He's just not a good defender. It's not hard to score on him or like cook him it's not hard to cook Joker because his defense is not good. To me, Joel Embiid is the best center because Joel is offensively gifted and he's better on defense. You know what I mean? He's better on defense. So it's like, he averages 30 and he's a beast in the paint and he'll block your shot and he's a better defender. Now Joker, he is the most talented. Like, he offensively, I'll give him that. He's probably offensively the best center, but he doesn't have a defensive presence like Joel Embiid. That's what makes Joel Embiid the overall better center than me. So let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that. Now, the underrated fact that people forget about Joker is not only is he gifted offensively with his array of post moves, he has amazing footwork, y'all, and his shooting is amazing. Like, he has a God-given passer ability. He makes everybody around him so much better. Like, he's like a 7-foot Jason Kidd with a better shot. Now, as y'all know, the offense is run through Joker and Murray. 2-man game, but again, Joker is so good at passing and shooting, most people he matches up with aren't ready to guard him. Like, now, after seeing what Al Horford did to us and Jared Allen and DJ struggled guarding him, I wouldn't mind Steve Nash going small and putting KD on him to contain him, or Jeff Green. I pray to God he does, because Joker is one of those talented offensive players. Like, he is hard to stop, y'all. Now, Joker never rolls to the hoop. After a pick and roll with Jamal, 9 times out of 10, he prefers to stop halfway and pop that mid-range shot, which he usually always makes. 49%, he usually settles for like a lot of jump shots because that he's so gifted that he's not athletically gifted, but he's like skill-wise gifted, so he loves to just take that jump shot. He's not gonna roll or dunk on you, or he's gonna stay outside and shoot because that's his gift. Like, he can't jump over a piece of paper, so he's gonna use his other skills that God gave him, like his passing, to make everybody better. But he will back you down, and up and under hook shots, got endless post moves. His footwork is immaculate. You know how his footwork is. His usual go-to move is a one-legged fadeaway, which is kind of unguardable. If you guys remember this move, it originated with Dirk Nowitzki. So type in Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway on YouTube after this and watch that, y'all. But what's funny is KD added this move to his arsenal, and it became a lethal move in the post. It looks very awkward, but it's one of those unblockable shots because that leg gives you so much separation, and it's like a quick, it's so quick you can't really expect it. And with KD, Dirk, and Joker, they're all 7-footers. So it's like, yeah, try blocking that because they're all 7-footers. So they're going to shoot at a high apex where you can't really block it. So that one-legged fadeaway is so unguardable. Like, Joker, you just got to pray Joker misses it, basically. Like, he can't really guard that. And he does like a one-legged floater mid-range shot after his pick and roll with Murray. Like, Murray will get off. Murray will call for the screen. Joker will roll, and then like he'll stop at that mid-range because he's never really going to roll to the basket and just hit that one-legged floater all the time. If you're not ready for that, then he will just keep eating, score lethally in the post. Like, he is one of those guys we just got to watch out for. Now, I don't suggest we double him because Joker he's a god. I'm telling you, his passing, he will dime somebody in the corner. Like, he will, through traffic, he's just one of those passers. Like, he makes everybody better. He's averaging double-digit assists. He's leading the league in assists, I think, or he might be top 5. So it's like, he is a god. He has that godlike ability. Kind of like LaMelo, LeBron, Jason Kidd, like that kind of given passing, just like you can't teach it. It's just so good. It's so good. So I think we should just put KD on him and just play him straight up. Don't double, because if we double, Joker's gonna hit a 3, hit somebody open. So we just gotta play him straight up and just try to get him in foul trouble. That's why I want KD to go sweet. That's why I want Steve Nash to go small, so KD has to guard. Joker has to guard KD. Because Joker will pick up quick fouls because he's poor on defense. Like, that's barbecue chicken for KD. That's barbecue chicken. So let me know. That's my review on the Nuggets. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think we can beat them tomorrow? I got the update today that Kyrie Irving is listed as out. So let me know what you guys think about the lineups. What do you think Steve Nash should start? What do you think about this reaction? What do you think about this preview? Can we beat the Nuggets? I think we can. We actually play better when we play good teams. That's what's so funny about the Nets right now. Like, when we play poor teams, we play bad. But when we play good teams, it's like we all just wake up. I don't know what it is. So let me know in the comments how y'all feel. It's your boy AJ. I'm out.